Hey there, and welcome back for part number 10. As I've previously said, we never left the planet. Riley's not gonna pay for 1 trillion credits. And there isn't much to do, actually.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Despite of lovely base building.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
And I actually would like to go back to the safe shallows, because there is a section I would like to enhance. Adding a new ACU and breeding some bioreactor fuel there. Oh yeah, I'm using fish for these ones. That's actually always a bad no-go. Well, at least I'm not putting the cuttlefish into it. Something. 2 pieces, but do I see lithium there? Wait a second. I don't think there are any stalkers around here, so let's just get the metal salvage. I think I've gave them enough to play with. I'm not sure how much lithium I still have, but let's get this one. Will only be metal salvage to be found. It really feels like... oh. Roar! Can you catch me? Too late. Oh. I don't think I don't need any cave sulfur. Oh. Gold. Silver. Let's get it. Copper. More copper. Titanium. Quartz. More quartz. That was a collateral damage. Something to scan. Inventory full, are you serious? I really doubt this will be mine. Oh, where is it? There is it. Wow! To those still lost at sea. Hey, wait a second. Why couldn't I name my time capsule? Oh, look at that. Another alien containment. I'm quite sure I do not have enough glass for it. Oh, I have. That's nice. It's really, really nice. Do I still have enough quartz? Apparently. It's good to know. And the grow bed is still on top of it. Oh, time capsule. It's quite horrible that there just was one of these. Really takes ages. Another one! That's quite nice. Whoa! That's really nice. I actually can scan the bloop with it. Oh, hello there, Mr. Sparkles. Put them into the aquarium. And that's perfect. I will get you too.
Discovered.
Because you're ill. There is quite a hidden entry. Oh. Got you. Where is Sparkles? Come on. There it is. Some oxygen. So there is a hidden PDA entry if you sort of heal an infected creature. There is another time capsule, and there is another peeper with which is sparkling. How much do I have now? 6. No, 7. Let's get the time capsule. Just hope there is no Reaper nearby. You might. A cuttlefish egg! Oh my god, thank you so much. And I just need one more. There it is. I can see you. Come on. Got you. I haven't scanned these ones yet. Tiniest creatures. Actually, they can be seen quite nice at night, but normally they're in caves. I'm not sure why there is one. Yeah, they're too big! Got you now. Oh. I'm not sure how quick the healing works. Well, let's just give it a try. It already is healed! That was quick. Specimen with infection symptoms inhibited. The thing is, it is not healed totally. Top level. Nice, the things are growing. So I will put in the last one here. Sparkles! And I'll release you into freedom. No! it's infected again. So it would just stay healed inside there, but that one is actually just to breed another type of fishes. Where are my Yokoli? These creatures produce the highest energy outcome compared to their size. So, where are they? Just need one. No. One.
New creature discovered.
And two. That's mine. Got you. I actually should put some plants into it. Maybe a cave bush, so they feel quite home. That's one. Should I plant one of these too? Let's stick with the ones that do not have any collision. That's it. No, actually wanted to plant something. There we go. That's it. I don't think I will need a bioreactor in this space. I mean, there's definitely enough energy around here. Alright. 2000 points of energy. Yeah. Oh. Hello. Oh. Attack of the sudden pillars. No, sudden attack of the spawning pillars.
Systems online.
I'm not sure how much silver there is. 22. not gonna need these batteries anymore. Also not gonna need these ones anymore. Why the hell do they look like regular ones? Nice. Should I nah. It's not really required. Yeah. It's not working. I have to step down from there. Whatever. At least there is a nice aquarium. With biofuel. At some point I might use them. Maybe near a void base where no other energy source is around, but for here it's just nice to have them. Let's make a quick visit in here. I'm a bit annoyed that there are no more Galpus, except these two. How many? Okay, that was one sand shark. There's another, there's another. Why are there so many sand sharks? Is there another one? There is. So I can actually remove 2 sand sharks. Overbreeding. Ah! What was that? Well, you can stay in there. Crab squids. 3 crab squids. That's acceptable. Just not having 4 of them. But I'm really wondering which creatures take away all the slots. I just have 2 crab snakes. Twist eel is 1, 2, 3. No, that's still 2. Interesting. I mean, I'm quite sure we will have some eggs anytime soon. But I doubt these will be eggs from the Galpus. You're so big! Anyways, 2 sand sharks are more than enough. Should I really... I think throwing... did I previously throw them just away if they wanted too much? Let's just release them. Don't get too angry. It looks so cute. So when bred in captivity, they get non-hostile towards Riley, at least. I think there are a few creatures which are an exception. Maybe crab squids are. I'm not sure. I really like that rearrangement. Oh, what's with the... I think it's fully grown. It is. The cave bush is the highest plant that just requires 1 level. If I put a creep vine in here, it wouldn't ever grow above 50%, so that's a no-go. Why don't I have any sort of office chair, command chair, or maybe office chair? Let me ask. No, it's not too close. Because normally you cannot sit if there is something in the way. I would like to have a bench around here. Maybe directly here. Swivel chair. Oh, let's get this one a bit.
Endorphin levels low. Consider taking a seat and meditating. It may help to remember that problems exist only where you choose to see them.
True that. Okay. I like that. Okay, then let's start with the datapad. Voice log. Ah, that's it. Advanced theories, so BepInEx. Evidence suggests that a substantial number, if not all, of the local species reproduce through egg laying. Eggs can be found resting on the seafloor, buried beneath detritus, or even wedged into cracks in the rock. Different species likely favor different biomes as their nesting grounds. Eggs discovered in the wild are in some form of natural stasis, likely awaiting ideal conditions in which to hatch, or the delivery of some vital enzyme which will kick-start the process. It is impossible to calculate the species of the egg from the exterior. However, it may be possible to stimulate the hatching response if an egg is relocated to a suitable alien containment unit. Got that already? Bacterial infection report. Oh yeah, I remember that. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time, 2 weeks. I think Riley survived a lot longer. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficiency. Efficiency? No, I think that's efficiency. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be... Damn, what are these words? Abatement and eradication of the infection, of course. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine. investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. Enzyme host Peeper, the glowing ones. Yeah. A Peeper specimen which observed emitting a faint fluorescent enzyme trail and engaging in unusual behavioral patterns. Peeper is actively approaching other creatures, including predators. The specimen is a host to a bacterial infection, however the infection is currently dormant. Peeper's stomach cavity contains an unknown enzyme of foreign origin. Chemical analysis of the enzyme bears some superficial similarity to the stomach enzyme of larger predators. Contact with the enzyme appears to inhibit the symptoms of the bacterial infection. Complex structure renders synthesis impossible. Assessment: recommend further research into an enzyme. Finalized that already. Enzyme host Peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with Peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Specimens' stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have purged the contents before entering the pipes. Assessment: if Peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived the bacterial outbreak. Since the bacterial outbreak. Hatching enzymes. The Emperor specimen's eggs are attached to some form of incubator. They have been. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters, where different organic materials in the soil would have triggered a hatching response. The incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes, which would simulate the egg's natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Got that already. Peepers entering the containment facility. The pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seed and organic matter from the surface. Some specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. And what's with the peepers inside the containment facility? While all other creatures encountered within the facility are isolated within it, peepers appear to be coming and going of their own accord via the alien pipe network. On arrival, peepers are approaching the Sea Emperor. Peepers exhibit a natural affinity for the stomach enzymes being expelled by the Emperor. Peepers which have come into contact with the enzyme are returning to the pipe network. Analysis: this behavior must be the source of enzyme 42 on 4546b, or the area thereof which supports life. It is likely also responsible for the survival of the Emperor and the other life forms contained within the facility. The race species on 4546b. Different species of rain indigenous to 4546b. each adapt to different environments. The specimens are, wow, 99.99% genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in the particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennium. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have evolved deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward-mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivore scavenging and use poisonous... What? Fish? That one is a bit annoying. Stand up E. And use poisonous to protect themselves. Maybe... whatever. I just can guess it. Or at least these stay the same, that's important. The sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg-laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. That one got scanned in the broken down alien facility, I think. Which got broken down by a sea dragon as far as I remember. Sea Emperor egg casing. Shell composition. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Damn. Shell casing incisions. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside, prior to full gestation. That's horrible. Analysis. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that, removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Yeah. That's the fetus. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Physiology. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue developed suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. Analysis. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzymes produced in this specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain, I guess. Specimen with infection symptoms inhibited. Scans indicate this infected organism has recently come into contact with a unique enzyme which has counteracted the most debilitating symptoms of its infection. Skin blistering has rapidly receded and been replaced with healthy tissue. Altered genetic material has been replaced with original DNA from remaining healthy cells. Behavior normal. The bacteria is still present in the bloodstream, but is currently dormant. Assessment: investigate enzyme origin. No. Have been healed for long. Specimen with symptoms of infection. That was the first stalker I scanned, I guess, if I remember correctly. This organism is displaying signs of bacterial infection. Bright green blisters are forming networks around infection sites. Pathology suggests a waterborne bacterium capable of penetrating the body through the skin and respiratory system. Underlying indications of genetic mutation and aggressive behavior. The bacterium itself is unlike any so far recorded in human exploration. Warning: may be contagious. Avoid, do not under any circumstance consume the flesh. Oh yeah, I think that's an immediate death if you just eat infected creature. The Sea Emperor's eggs. 1. Shell. Uncommonly strong shell lining. Organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. Alien tubes. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Amniotic sac. Like many eggs on 4546b, these do not contain a nutrient supply which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. And the fetal organism. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and the Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal survival conditions for the... what the hell does that mean again? For the parent? Apparently. The Sea Emperor's life cycle. Available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the Sea Emperor's natural life cycle. This creature likely lived and moved in small herds around the planet's ocean trenches, coming to the surface to feed off the huge volumes of microorganisms in the shallower waters. Family size would be strictly limited by available food supply. Offspring would likely split off at a younger age to form their own herds elsewhere. Given their sparse population, mating and egg-laying was likely infrequent, perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime event. The species likely had a preferred environment for egg-laying. In fact, successful hatching may depend on such conditions. Given the rarity of this event, it is impossible to calculate those conditions precisely. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune from the alien bacterium. Even if this is so, there is evidence that introduction of the bacterium decimated life on the planet, and this would have had catastrophic effects on the Emperor's food supply and survival rate. Makes sense. The symbiotic relationship between this specimen and other life forms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those life forms, which learned to keep the Emperor alive, survived with its help. This may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean in a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. Blueprints. Air pumps. Air pumps can be used to pipe breathable air to a remote location. The base-attached air pump can be built at a compatible habitat and will source oxygen directly from the habitat's oxygen generator. The floating air pump must have access to breathable air and be floating on the water's surface. Pumps must be connected to a pipe chain to function. Creature decoy. I've checked that one already. I mean, I've used it already. This advanced deployable is a catch-all solution for mimicking the behavior of a living creature for purposes of scientific research or predator evasion. It vibrates, cycles air and water, and sends out randomized high-frequency sound waves to emulate a living organism. May be hand-placed or launched from compatible Cyclops submarines. Short and board battery provides limited lifespan, attracts predators of all kinds. The handheld scanner, my nemesis. The essential science and survival tool. The scanner can be used to add new blueprints to memory and analyze unknown entities. It emits electromagnetic radiation in the specified direction, which is reflected by the environment and then analyzed to determine the physical makeup of the targeted object. It has 4 primary functions. First of all, the blueprint acquisition. Record the physical parameters of scanned technologies to add their blueprints to the PDA databank. These blueprints may then be reconstructed at the appropriate fabricator. The scanner is also equipped to break down damaged and otherwise useless devices into the base metals for salvage purposes, which means 2 pieces of titanium. Organism analysis. The scanner will attempt to match scanned organisms against the onboard database. If no match is found, then the species will be assigned an easy-to-remember name and a new databank entry will be created. Your PDA will also attempt to synthesize theories on behavioral tendencies and evolutionary origins where possible, as well as deliver assessments on how best to approach them. Medical analysis. Scanning any living organism will display basic information on their state of health on the scanner's HUD. This information will be limited without access to a network database. Self-scan. The user may run a self-scan to determine their own physical well-being. The scanner will search for foreign bacteria and other signs of ill health and compare with available data to provide a diagnosis. The Alterra spectroscope scanner. Understanding the world so you don't have to. Oh wait, that's the slogan? There's the light stick. A mobile battery-powered LED light which provides low-level lighting in a 360-degree area and can be attached to most surfaces. Yeah, I think it actually drains battery power when you hold it, but as soon as you place it somewhere, it's really... They put the energy efficiency logo in there. It's A+. Great, good to know. So that's the propulsion cannon. The propulsion cannon allows technicians to manipulate gravitational forces at ranges of up to 20 meters. It is commonly used in construction and mining to move materials. Operating instructions. Pull the trigger once to lock onto and attract a single targeted object weighing less than 25 kilograms. The object can now safely be retrieved from the gravitational beam. Alternatively, pull the trigger a second time to propel the object at speed away from the device. Not recommended for use on organic objects or subjects. Yeah. The prop cannon. Some species are telekinetic. For everyone else, there's Alterra. They really have slogans for everything. Didn't they have for the pump? No. Health scanner. Yeah, not the light stick. No. Radiation suit. This suit fully protects against the effects of radiation during land, sea, and space exploration. Safety rated up to 400? Isn't that a bit low? Cross-compatible with all AEP suit functionality. Sleek? The radiation suit. A necessary precaution in a post-mad world. Okay. That's a weird slogan. Ah, my favorite. The reinforced dive suit. This suit is reinforced with synthetic fibers to reduce incoming physical and thermal damage. Shock absorption reduces physical impact velocity by approximately 50%. Rated for temperatures up to 70 degrees. Well, I guess it's a bit hotter down there. Disclaimer, you're not invulnerable when wearing this suit. I've realized it often enough. The reinforced dive suit. Why take chances when you can take Alterra? Okay. The repair tool. The repair tool can be targeted at any common device. Control panels, habitat modules, radios, etc. To stitch wires and seams back together at the atomic level. All good technicians keep one of these under their pillow. Most people don't care why it works, just that it saved their life at one time. But in case you're curious, it combines scanner and fabricator technologies to determine the proper specifications for the targeted object and then rearrange the available physical material to match the original specs. The Alterra Report Tool. Get your fix. That's the modification. The repulsion cannon is a modification of the base propulsion cannon, which enhances its propulsion effect at the cost of the ability to draw objects closer. It can be fabricated using a modification station and is commonly employed in self-defense and as a less than lethal firearm. Stasis rifle. The stasis rifle uses patented technology to slow time around an entity to as near to a full stop as the laws of physics will permit, essentially anchoring the target in place without affecting its internal workings. It is designed to facilitate scientific and engineering operations by expanding the window of opportunity for action in time-sensitive scenarios. Fair enough. The stasis rifle features an independent, replaceable power cell. No, a battery. And the trigger may be held down to increase the area of effect and duration. Common applications includes lowering fast-moving mechanisms such as fan belts to facilitate and maintenance operations. Temporarily, I think these are the ones I've just released. Temporarily incapacitating organisms for research purposes. Navigating perilous spaces by freezing potential threats. NB may not function correctly on larger life forms. Well, it's fair enough. The Alterra stasis rifle. Life's fast. Why not put it on pause? Oh, really? There is the time capsule. These sturdy containers are designed to store written and photographic evidence for later retrieval, in addition to a number of small items. Time capsules are often fabricated by maroon survivors seeking either to aid those who find themselves in the same predicament in the future, or to leave evidence of their plight which may be found long after their bodies have disintegrated. Most emergency escape vehicles are equipped with a time capsule by default, usually found in the cockpit and be jettisoned on takeoff. Alterra requests time capsules be stocked with tools and resources which will aid those who may discover them in the future. I think I did a good job, except of the heart and the knife. But I don't think I should fire another one. Interesting. So, the habitat installations. We have an alien containment. Despite huge Alterra-led advancements in stellar technology, exploring new worlds still has its challenges. And alien life forms are one of them. That's why we built the Alien Containment Unit. The unit is designed primarily to breed larger or more dangerous species. Specimen and species. That's a bit different. Technical provisions. Units must be installed in multi-purpose room modules or in large rooms, but they got added later, so that's fair enough. Units may be connected between rooms, stacked in a column. A hatch must be installed in order to access the unit. I think that's the most difficult part. I remember running around and thinking about what do I do now. The base of the unit is a planter allowing seaflora to be grown from seed. Breeding tips. Provided sufficient time and living space, organisms of the same species should mate and reproduce. Eggs inside the unit will hatch over time. Organisms raised from birth in captivity often exhibit unusual passive behavior. Warnings. Environmental conditions may fail if the unit is overpopulated. Infections may be transmitted faster between specimens in artificial environments. Never tap the glass. You don't know what will tap back or how hard. Just swimming with them. Aquarium. The aquarium is designed to hold and sustain up to 8 small aquatic organisms and fits inside a regular multi-purpose habitat room. Aquatic creatures make up 70% of all known species, making the aquarium a commonly deployed tool in many exploratory operations. It is just as often used to house livestock for later consumption as it is to hold specimens for xeno research. An automated environment regulation system means there is no need to feed or care for your subjects. And B. Due to its size, the regular aquarium is not rated for breeding applications. And creatures are highly unlikely to mate. Construct a full-size alien containment unit for this purpose. A bulkhead. A bulkhead door is designed to separate compartments while reinforcing structural integrity with its solid titanium frame. The door can be opened and closed to seal off compartments in the event of fire or flooding, or simply for privacy. The exterior grow bed. Advanced synthetic soils allow this grow bed to support a huge variety and quantity of alien plant life, and it can be installed anywhere on land or underwater where there is space. And the fabricator. Fabrication technology is the power to rearrange matter at the atomic level. It was the catalyst behind the Great Expansion and remains the backbone of the modern world. Fabricators come in all shapes and sizes, but the most common are small enough to be wall-mounted and are used for everything from constructing everyday implements to cooking dinner. It is common today for households to keep a store of generic base materials on hand for any eventuality. A fluid light. I haven't even constructed one of these. The standard issue fluid light is designed to focus a bright beam of light in a single direction, useful in all kinds of industrial and emergency operation. Functions in all known environments. I actually did install a mod which reduces the power consumption of fluid lights and spotlights to 0, and I still haven't used any of these. Well, I don't really need it for the base in the safe shallows, but maybe later in a dark environment, maybe. So the habitat builder. The Alterra handheld habitat builder has been an essential tool of xenoscientists, colonists, and emergency relief crews across 11 different transgavs for more than 50 years. That's something. Habitat modules are hermetically sealed from the outside environment. Built on land, underwater, or in a vacuum, habitats can be enhanced to become long-term homes, remote research stations, or defense outposts, and more. Quick Start Guide. Select the basic compartment from the Builder menu and place it somewhere opportune. Add a hatch to access the compartment. Build a solar panel to power the habitat's oxygen generator. Construct useful interior modules like radios, rechargers, and storage solutions. Primary habitat systems like oxygen generation and fluid control, as well as modules like the fabricator, draw power. That's not correct. The oxygen generation doesn't draw power. It needs power, of course, that's true, and will not function without it. Additional compartments reduce overall hull integrity depending on the external pressure. They really did it nice, because one of the large rooms just costed 4 points of hull integrity at the safe shallows, but it costed 9.4 points down there at the lava lakes. Quick build habitats, a home far, far away from home. Well, not getting better. The interior grow bed. Designed for use exclusively inside regulated habitat modules, the interior grow bed is more compact than the outer version and features a hydroponic nutrient delivery systems. That's good to know. Despite we already have one. I didn't place any yet in the deep base. The modification station, where the standard fabricator atomically rearranged raw materials to form complex devices. The mod station is able to combine complex devices to enhance their function. Most industrial vessels are fitted with a complement of equipment modification stations, which enable engineers to adapt their tools on the fly. To conserve hard drive space, the modification station is excluded by default from most personal emergency blueprint libraries. However, extreme environments such as ocean and desert class planets may necessitate the adoption of basic survival tools for unanticipated applications. For this reason, access to a mod station is always recommended. Oh yeah. The moon pool. The moon pool is an essential module for long-term exploration. Its primary function is as a dry dock for small vehicles such as the Seamoth and the Prawn Suit. The large central chamber contains a pressurized pool which provides ready access to the surrounding waters, and comes as standard with equipment for raising and recharging a vehicle. When outfitted with a vehicle modification station, the moon pool can be used to build and equip vehicle upgrades. We have ratings. Dimensions 16 meters length, 10 meters width, and 5 meters height. Connection point 6. Habitat hull strength, liability at sea level -4. Equivalent 4 rooms. Capacity 1 Seamoth prawn suit. And a high power consumption. Planters and pots. Interior planters come in a variety of configurations and allow for most plant species to be grown in small numbers for decorative or botanical use. The scanner room. This advanced habitat module can transform a small outpost in a bureau-going science and exploration station. A 3D display in the center of the room stores local topographical data. System can scan for and pinpoint particular materials. Remotely controlled drones can scan the area up to 500 meters in range. Wall-mounted camera feeds allow for live control of scouting drones. Upgrade console may be used to enhance the module's function. Oh, there's the spotlight. A permanent lighting solution developed for installation on existing habitats and facilities. Automatically rotates on a 180-degree arc. Motion sensitive, will track nearby moving objects. Yeah, and draws electricity from main power. Not with my mod. I should install some at some point. There is the water filtration system. The filtration system draws water unfit for human consumption from external source, atomically splits it into its constituent parts, and outputs consumable liquid water and salts. While disposing of any harmful byproduct, it can be built in any compatible habitat module, but has substantial power requirements. Oh, it has a slogan. The Alterra Water Filtration System. Any liquid into pure, refreshing, pH-balanced water? Yes, sir. Any liquid. I know where this is going to. Even yellow liquid. Power. Oh, there is the bioreactor. On planets where organic matter is plentiful but sunlight is not, a reliable bioreactor will frequently prove the most efficient power solution. May be installed in any multipurpose room habitat, chemically composts organic materials, converting them into energy over time. Accepts all plant matter from seeds and spores to moldy fruits and vegetables. Can also process animal matter, fat, muscle, eggs, and some organic waste products. Energy production is proportionate to the calories and organic matter. And the slogan is the bioreactor. Totally organic. Oh my god. There we have the nuclear reactor. Renewable energy sources will usually be sufficient for maintaining a small outpost. For everything else, there's nuclear power. Powered by up to 4 replaceable uranium reactor rods. Do not attempt to replace reactor rods without a full radiation suit. I haven't really get any harm of it. Maybe that was so, like in the early access? I will test it at some point, but I'm sure you can do it just with the reinforced dive suit. Do not attempt to overclock the reactor. I'm not sure what that means. Nuclear is ideal for energy-intensive operations such as self-sufficient colonies supporting more than 20 people, industrial outposts operating multiple docks and heavy machinery, and research stations housing live specimens. There is the solar panel. Solar power is the most prevalent power source in the galaxy, and so it is no accident that the standard solar panel is the default means of powering a habitat. A power source is a requirement of habitat oxygen generators and other onboard modules. Provides limited power for small outposts in survival habitats. May be mounted on a near the habitat itself or placed remotely and connected via power transmitters. Power rate relative to sunlight exposure. And there is the thermal plant. The first rule of survival in hostile environments is to work with the resources available. If it's 800 degrees outside and you're in danger of burning to death at any moment, you may as well get some cheap, reliable energy out of it. Converts heat energy into electricity. Always take thermometer reading before attempting installation. Cannot read it before it's installed, but you can deconstruct it without losing any materials, just losing time. Core mechanisms are housed in a heat-resistant chassis, but are not impervious to extreme temperatures. The thermal power plant. It's hot. Really? That was the worst so far. Oh, damn, that's still a lot to read. I think I will just continue with the vehicles and spare the rest for later. So that's the Cyclops. The Cyclops is the most popular and reliable deep-sea submersible in the galaxy. By comparison to the competition, it can be crewed by just one pilot, hence the name. Oh! I didn't know that's the reason why it's called Cyclops. It features 3-speed manual piloting controls and forward observation deck for precision maneuvering. Yeah, I was able to see how precise I am with it. Bad at driving. Dry dock for transportation, maintenance and recharging of scouting vehicles. Extensive storage solution in the keel hold section, internal and external video feeds. Onboard AI for threat detection. Extensive customization options. That's true. Advice for captains. Higher speeds generate additional noise, which may attract undesired attention. Power consumption. Engine off 0%, slow 25%, standard 50%, flank 100%. Silent running mode may be activated in conjunction with any speed setting to reduce noise close to 0 at a substantial additional power cost. Cyclops upgrades may be fabricated at the terminal in the engine room and installed at the neighboring panel. It has ratings. Top speed is 8 meters per second. Acceleration is 3 meters per second. What the hell? Power is replaceable power cells. Dimensions. The length is 54 meters. The width is 14 meters. And the height is 12 meters. And it can house 1 to 6 persons. NB. The Cyclops does not feature habitation quarters. It is recommended the captain draw up a rota to decide who gets to sleep in the corridor each night. Okay. Automatic fire suppression. Hull damage and high speeds increase fire risk. emergency ballast. In the event of full system failure, this vehicle will sink. Didn't happen in this playthrough. The mobile vehicle bay. The mobile vehicle bay is a deployable station equipped with fabrication drones designed to construct small research and exploration vehicles from raw materials. It is a common tool in almost all industrial, scientific and colonization operations. Oh, there is the escape rocket. This blueprint set was developed at Alterra headquarters specifically to get you off 4546B and back to the nearest phase gate. It takes into account local gravity, astronomical data and available resources and is piloted by AI. It may be adapted to employ whatever power source is available, but it will require a lot of it. It consists of 5 independently constructible elements. Launch platform. Floating platform provides a solid base from which to launch the rocket. Gantry provides structural support. Stage 1. Primary thrusters for reaching atmosphere escape velocity. Stage 2. Fuel reserve. Stage 3 is the cockpit. And the features are 1-person life support, short-range communications, adaptable power supply, orbital shielding, and onboard time capsule. Warning: onboard AI will not launch if local threats are detected. Warning: the use of alien materials to power the craft may increase its range in unpredictable ways. What is that supposed to mean? The prawn suit Mark III. The pressure-reactive waterproof nanosuit is a range of mechs designed to protect the pilot from extreme environments. The Mark III is the latest iteration and has so far only been rolled out by Alterra for their own high-value phasegate-related operations. The suit is fully insulated from the outside environment. Powerful hydraulic limbs allow for manipulation of objects and power traversal of the environment. Rear-mounted thrusters provide maneuverability in low-gravity environments, like underwater. Well, more or less. A range of modifications are available to facilitate resource extractions and enhanced exploration. The prawn suit. It's got you covered. Yeah, that's okay. The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device designed for use in oceanic environments. I guess. Capable of speeds up to 36 kilometers per hour in standing water. Displays basic topographical data for aid in charting cave system. I've never used that, to honestly. Replaceable battery, exactly, not a power cell. Keep fingers clear of propeller. That's a good advice. The Sea Glide. Anything that moves faster underwater is probably trying to eat you. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's the Seamoth. The Seamoth is a 1-person vehicle with an independent replaceable power cell, fitted in the rear and a fully customizable design. Low power, multi-directional thrusters enable it to function equally well in sea or space environments. That's good to know. Most long-range vessels carry at least 2 vehicles of this class to facilitate the exploration and exploitation of small astronomical bodies. However, they can also be fabricated at a standard mobile vehicle bay. We got ratings. The top speed is 13 meters per second. That's not that bad. Acceleration is 5 meters per second. Distance per power cell is 10 kilometers. Not bad. Crash depth 200 meters below sea level. Well, it can be upgraded. Upgrade module slots 4. That's not totally true thanks to mods. Dimensions. A length of 3 meters, a width of 1.5 meters and a height of 1 meter, and it can just hold one person. Scene moths may be modified by installing upgrade modules to the access point mounted on the wing. These include increased cargo storage, superior power, pressure and collision compensation, enhanced sonar or defensive capabilities. NB. These modules may only be manufactured at a moon pool outfitted with a vehicle modification station. The Seamoth. It goes anywhere but land. Yes, I feel that. I feel that. That's also a good one. Last but not least, the vehicle upgrade console. This terminal allows vehicles to be customized with different naming and color schemes, and upgrade modules. Must be installed in a compatible moonpool module. Upgrades may be constructed at the dedicated fabricator. Upgrades include additional defensive capabilities, scanning equipment and storage. Alright, still have a lot to read. But for now, I think I will pause it here. Oh, it's so nice. And let's see how the editing goes. Maybe this will be the last part. Then thanks for watching and listening to the whole reading. I'm not that good with the pronunciation. Sometimes totally fuck it up, but I hope it was sort of understandable. And see you next time. Bye.